And what is going on, everybody? So, welcome to my very first coverage of the NBA Summer League between the Memphis Grizzlies and my Philadelphia 76ers. I greatly appreciate everybody that's going to become tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. What is good, Majestic YT? Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Huge shout out to the two people that's coming in, and we are going to get ready for tip off very soon. And you know how it is. Get up the actual scoreboard. Okie dokie. All right. But yeah, huge shout out to everybody that's coming in, though. Greatly appreciate it. Huge shout out to the three, though. Greatly appreciate it. You guys are new, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys are new. And not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so I got Craig Bullerjack and Thurl Bailey on the call for the Sixers and the Memphis Grizzlies Summer League. Yeah, all right. Last year, 62 games played, averaged just 8 points and about 22 minutes on the floor. And he's loaded with talent. If you're a 6'8" to 6'11". So Zaire Williams, the number 10 overall pick by the group. It's gonna be interesting what some of these rookies and some of these draft picks in like the previous draft classes would be interesting to see, and see what some of these rookies are made of. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Tyrese Maxey, either you're a Sixers fan, I would not be surprised if Tyrese Maxey was part of this Summer League. So now we got Paul Reed. His career in the G League averaging 22.3 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks per game. But huge shout out to the four people that's here, though. Greatly appreciate it. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, for the starting lineup, you got Kendall Chandler, Zaire Williams, Santi Aldama, Jake LaRavia, and Zaria Tillman at the 5 for the Memphis Grizzlies. Or LaRava, I apologize. And they got, for Philadelphia, you got Cassius Winston, Isaiah Joe, Paul Reed, Jaden Springer, and Charles Bassey at the 5. So it's going to be very interesting, like I said. I mean, so Cassius Winston be leading the point. You got Isaiah at the 2 guard, Reed at the 3. That's an interesting thing to take a look at. All right, we're getting ready for the tip-off here. And tip-off goes to the Memphis Grizzlies to start that off. Really, it looks like Chandler gets a screen set. Like number 7, kind of drives through the paint, takes out to 2, and try to find an open man, and that gets blocked by. It looks like Charles Bassey gets a piece of it. All right, that's right. I forgot the Summer League is 10 minutes, not 12. All right. Looks like Chandler with a floater. That's too strong. Rebound to look at Paul Reed. Now here comes Winston in the Sixers. Now taking it up. Winston for 3. That can't go. Here comes the rebound. Like Chandler, who gets a screen, goes around a screen, kicks out to the outside. That can't shot fall, but gets the offensive rebound. And that can't go either. That's good for 2. So now it goes like, what's up? Looks like Winston hands it off to Reed. Now kicks it to Bassey. Now gets it to Isaiah Joe, gets it back to Bassey. And Bassey turns that over. 7 tries, and that's good for 2. Grizzlies now up 4 over the 76ers. So we got Jaden Springer. And pulls up for 2. That can't fall. So now here come the Memphis Grizzlies, now taking it up with 8:20 to go here in the first. Already up 4 over the Philadelphia 76ers. Corner 3. Ooh, completely airballs that, but Bassey with the rebound. Also, that's Cassius Winston. What's good, normal guy?
So Springer kicks out to Isaiah Joe, kicks to Bassey, kicks it back to Reed for 2. Down that goes. What's good? What's good, everybody? Greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. And that is off Philadelphia with 7:45 here in the first. Appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate it. Then they got John Morant watching on the sideline. Obviously, averaged 20, basically 27 and a half last season. Like Chandler kind of inbounds it. Russell gets it to Chandler. Goes around screen. Kicks out to number 7. Wide open 3. Down that goes. So Sixers are now down 5 with about 7:35 to go here in this first. So Adama with the 3. And Reed with a nice underhand layup for 2. Now it's down to a 3-point lead for the Memphis Grizzlies. Looks like number 3, wide open shot, down that goes. So now it's a 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. And so Reed going to line for 2. All right.
When we talked with the head coach for this Memphis summer league team, David McClure, he said, when you look at us in this summer league, I want you to see.
Yeah, you shout out the 4 people that's in here, though. Greatly appreciate it. So Damon McClure, first free throw is good by Paul Reed. So McClure leading the Memphis Grizzlies Summer League squad. And both free. It looks like something. Looks like Williams. Looks like hands up to 3. Looks like LaRiva hands it to Williams again. Once again, wide open 3. Down that goes. Poor perimeter defense by the Sixers so far. Now down 7. We get looks like, and that shot gets to fall. So Cassius Winston with the 2, and Bassey with a nice steal, and turns it over. You idiot! God damn. So Tyler Lashbrook now leading the Sixers Summer League squad here in Salt Lake. That shot can't fall. And we got a foul on the floor here. There we go. Huge out to everybody tuning in, though. So we got 2 free throws now coming for Tillman. And Michigan State 6'8", 220, 255. That is good. So that's a first free throw is good for Tillman. Looks like Charlie Brown Jr. is going to come onto the floor for the Sixers. But huge shout out to the 8 people coming in, though. Greatly appreciate that. So we got Charlie Brown Jr. now come onto for looks like Charles Bassey. And both free throws are good, so it's a 15-8 lead in favor of the Memphis Grizzlies. So looks like we got Winston, no hands up to Isaiah Joe. And resets the screen for Joe. Kicks out to Springers. And that's poked away. That LaRiva drives. And gets blocked from behind. And so I got a blocking call on the baseline here. And the first free throw is no good for LaRiva. And that's an 8-point lead for the Grizzlies. There we go. So now looks like we got Winston here. Appreciate the reaction on Facebook. Greatly appreciate it. So we got Winston. Kicks it to Isaiah Joe for 3. That can't fall. A rebound goes to Kennedy to Williams. So we got Tillman. No, gives it to Lareva. Or sorry, that's what's that? Williams. Tillman tries to put it back, but that's good for 2. So now it's a 10-point lead in favor of the Grizzlies. Look at Joe. Locked on by Lareva. Joe for 2. Down that goes for Isaiah Joe. Looks like Brown tried to lock on. Nice defensive stop. All right, what's good, Liam? So nice behind the pack pass to Joe for 3. Down that goes for Isaiah Joe. So that's a 5-point lead. So we got Williams. Back to the layup. That can't fall. Rebound goes to Springer. Behind the back. Kicks out to the corner. And Paul Reed underneath. Puts it up good for 2 for Paul Reed. Paul. So that's a 3-point lead for the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Usually everybody tuning in, though. It looks like Tillman. And kicks out to Lareva for 3. Down that goes. Just poor perimeter defense by the Sixers so far. Let's start the first quarter. So we got Brown Jr. for 3. Down that goes for Charlie Brown Jr. Now it's back to a 3-point lead. So we got looks like Williams gets a screen set by from Tillman. And we'll say Paul Reed locked down. And we got a foul on the floor. So we got timeout on the floor here. All right, let me fix. There we go. Yeah, like I said, poor perimeter defense by the Sixers Summer League squad. Just not the best. Giving up easy buckets at that point. Just not a good look, though. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I think the Summer League's only 10. Yeah, so apparently I found out that I learned out the hard way that the Summer League's only 10 minutes per quarter. So that's the reason why we're down almost to almost under 4 minutes to go here in the first. I appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Really appreciate it. Yep. Huge shout out to 5, though. Greatly appreciate it. Now we're on the boring commercial break as usual. Like nothing changes. Huge shout out to 7, though. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so like later after this game, I will be live from obviously my annual late night show, episode 4, as well, at 11 o'clock. Probably maybe even earlier. Depends on how quick this game gets over with. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that goes. Other than that, I mean, all right. So we're back from the commercial break.
Prospect at 6'9", almost 6'10". They are actually going to ask him to be more of a ball handler. You've seen him the last 3 times.
All right.
Bring the ball up the court. They thought last year when he got in games, he was a good spacer. He would move.
So Zaire was number 10 overall pick by the Grizzlies last season, 6'8", 215. Last 62 games, averaged about over 8 points a game on 45% shooting, and just over 21 minutes a game. And the first free throw, and that is good. Now it's a 4-point lead to the Grizzlies. So Aldama for the line for 2. And there we go. So now we got Charlie Brown Jr. now taking up for the Sixers. Now hands it off to Jaden Springer. Now Isaiah Joe. Nice bounce pass to Bassie. It gets blocked on the way up by, it looks like, well, Riva or Dama gets a piece of it. That's a corner three, and that's good. By Williams Jr. Jesus Christ. So now we got Brown Jr. and almost another Sixer turnover. Just poor ball handling by the Sixer Summer League squad. Good old Dakota Mathias. All right, so guys, Joe pulls up for three. That can't fall, but rebound goes to number 6. Looks like we got 31. So Springer. And of course, a wide open three. Down that goes. Unreal. Because poor defense. The Brown kicks out to Paul Reed. He pulls up for a three of his own. Down that goes for Paul Reed. So Paul Reed with the three. At least cut it to 7. What good's that going to do? So at 27, open three shot. That can't fall. Rebound goes to Charlie Brown Jr. with about 2:40 to go here in the first. Brown Jr. wide open deep three. That can't go.
Ball movement by Memphis right here. Swing. I might be open, but this guy right here.
All right, so we got a timeout already. Oh, now that another commercial break, and then also we have one more league game after this, and that's the Jazz and Thunder at 9 o'clock on the Eastern time, 6 o'clock on the West, and about 7 o'clock Mountain time. Appreciate the 7 total people that's tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate it after the Sixers. Even though not the normal starters, it's really like Tyrese Maxey isn't really want to do the Summer League. That's what I would have thought, at least to do it again. I guess not. All right. Yeah, no one cares about the damn commercial break. Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Really greatly appreciate it. Not just that, too. Like, if you guys like WNBA coverage and all that stuff, while we're on commercial break, I got 2 upcoming games late in late July. I am not doing 2 games. I'm doing 2 WNBA games. That's Craigie. This is on ESPN. It is on ESPN. So Liam, I am doing 2 WNBA games. That's on the front of my channel on the upcoming streams. ESPN, if you have TV. Yeah, right. And it's still with John Morant on the side. So later tonight at 9 o'clock, you got the OKC. Yeah, if you have cable TV, you can. If you also have ESPN, you can definitely watch. You can watch it from there, or if you have the ESPN app. Those are the ways I can think you can watch that. And then we got Philly and Utah tomorrow, which unfortunately I will not be doing that game. And that's good for 2 from Memphis. We got number 6 good for 2-point shot. So we got Joe kicks out to Reed. Wide open 3. That can't fall. Bats it back down to Isaiah Joe. Kicks out to Winston for. Oh, nice rebound by Charlie Brown Jr. for 2. And kicks out to a wide open man in the corner. Good for 3. God damn it. Poor defense by the Sixers. Once again, leaving the wide open man on the perimeter. Then again, at least is. Looks like we got a Bassey. Oh, spins. And gets 2 guys. All right. Let me just synchronize the game clock. Yeah, he showed the 10 that's coming in, though. Greatly appreciate it. So Bassey to the line at shoot 2. Let's try to somewhat cut in this lead.
That foul will put Bassey at the free throw line from Nigeria, 6-11.
And first free throw is good.
You create the contact. Once you get the contact, you create that leverage, you spin baseline.
So Lawton Jr. with the foul on Bassey. And both free throws are good for Philadelphia. It looks like we got what we got? Ooh. Yeah, who? So that Lawton with a nice pass. And we got a foul. I think Grant Riller's now on the floor. Okay. So 2 free throws for Tremont Waters. And the first free throw is no good. So it looks like we got 41. You sure the 6 though? So thank you for tuning in. And that's so we've got Rilla now taking it up the floor. And hands up to Joe, now kicks up to 41. It gets back to Riller, kicks it to Charlie Brown Jr. And draws the foul all the way to the basket. David Roddy. That's the first one, David Roddy, which was the Sixers' 23rd overall pick, but we traded it for, along with Danny Green, to get D'Anthony Melton. And the first free throw is no good by Charlie Brown Jr. All right.
So you've got to come in, and if you're called in the game for 2 minutes, you've got to go in there and be an impact player in those 2 minutes. Not easy to do, no. But can and has been done by a lot of players.
All right, so apparently they put a couple seconds back on the clock. And that free throw is good. So now it goes like, what, 30? No, wait. Now we got 51 driving. Kicks out to Roddy, but almost turns it over. And it looks like that shot can't fall, but Roddy gets his own miss. That can't get that to fall. So here come the Sixers. Harry down 34-26 here in the first. Like Riller pulls up for 2. Down it goes for Grant Riller. Or Ryler, whatever. Had a nice steal by Riller, or Ryler, I should say. And kicks out to number 5 in the corner. So now, 36? Now it kicks it to Brown Jr. And here comes. And of course, no Sixers decides to want to jump on the basketball and retain the possession. So a wasted trip down the floor goes to Sixers. Number 5 for 3. That completely misses everything. And that will do it for the first quarter. Yeah. The Sixers back in this game 1 of a doubleheader tonight here in Salt Lake City. All right. Now we're going to just go to a commercial break. Like I said, Sixers, I mean, obviously, like I said, not having the starters. Usually, sometimes the original stars don't play the summer league games, but still, just poor perimeter defense and just cannot get shots to fall. Let's just put it that way. That's all I gotta say. But then again, for me, I don't feel like the summer league really means that much. But unless we get to see what some of these teams have, but yeah, just poor defense, just poor perimeter defense, and just poor. Not just perimeter, also poor defense in the paint. It's ridiculous. Like typical Sixers basketball, no matter whether it's just the rookies or the starters, nothing really changes. Appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Damn. All right. Appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Right now, guys, you need to smash the like button. Let's get the likes up in here. Definitely share out the content. Every bit helps. Get some new people in here. Just poor, like I said, poor perimeter defense and poor defense in the paint. That's got to change because I don't know what Lashbrook wants to do. All right, so looks like we got Paul Reed on the bench still. So kind of getting the rest there. Looks like we got Ryler. Now takes it to the and apparently Larry can't fit. And almost another turnover. Ryler for three. And of course, can't get that shot to fall. That's no surprise. Typical Sixers basketball. So we got, looks like Lofton Jr. wide open in the paint, gets blocked on the way up. And we got a foul. Huge shout out to the 11 people, though. Greatly appreciate that. So 2 free throws for Kenny Lofton Jr. Apparently it's a 3-point play. Wow, that's sad. So it looks like we got Ryler. Kind of drives to the bucket, gets at the fall for 2. Now Sixers finally break into the 30-point burger. Jesus. Looks like we got Kenny Lofton Jr. Hands off to Chandler. Kicks it back to Lofton. Thought about a 3. Guarded by Foster. Pulls up for 2. Down that goes for Kenny Lofton Jr. So it looks like we got Springer now. Now gets a screen set by Foster. And we got a foul on the floor against Memphis. Just an easy fadeaway 2 for Kenny Lofton. But huge shout out to the 16 total people that's in here, though. I greatly appreciate it. We got 2 free throws for Springer coming. First is good for Jaden Springer. The Sixers draft pick out of Tennessee. Not very high on this kid. And cannot get that to fall. So here come the Grizzlies after Jaden Springer goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We got Chandler. That takes out to it looks like 31. Oh, nice steal. Here comes Wheeler dunking for 2. Okay. So we got Chandler now locked on looks down guarded by Foster. Chandler drives, and that's good for 2. is, like I said, still poor defense, though. They're Ryland against it to, what's that, Isaiah Joe. Actually, that's number 5. I put. Man, Foster for 3. Down that goes. Okay. Foster for 3. Yeah. Okay. I can't complain about that. Look, that 3 is good. God damn it. That's a poor tough defense, but shit, man. So we got Ryler. Guys, splits 2 defenders, and that's taken away from him. Again, another poor possession by the Sixers, and that is good for 2 by Memphis. Now it's back to a 10-point lead, and we got a timeout on the floor by Philadelphia. Oh boy, I think the Sixers are going to have a rough summer league if this is going to play playing up. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though. Greatly appreciate it. Just a wide open layup under the basket by Saldama. Like I said, if the Sixers are going to continue to play like this in the summer league, man, that is going to be tough. They're going to have a tough road ahead of them before the start of the regular season. Like I said, I feel like the G League doesn't really mean anything to me, in my honest opinion. But he shot at the 18 people, though. Greatly appreciate it. 10 for this Philly Sports Talk podcast. Greatly appreciate that. Guys, you need to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. Guys are new. We are on the road to 1K. Like I said, try to do a little bit something different. Thought about doing some summer games, because if Max was part of this, then yeah, I think it would be a little bit different. But those who are just tuning in, the score does not lie. The Sixers Summer League team is down 10 to the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's be real, have much better rookies than the Sixers actually do, other than the fact that just poor defense. Like I said, poor perimeter defense and poor interior defense at the same time. It's what it is, though. So the Warriors lost the Heat Summer League team 90-74. And then the Lakers lose to the Kings in their summer league game, 87-75. Okay. Appreciate everybody tuning in, though. All right. All right, so we're back from commercial break once again.
7%. The first half here in Salt Lake, game 1. You look at what Memphis picked up. 19th pick.
So Jake LaRavia was the 19th overall pick. Obviously, we gave Memphis our 23rd pick, which would have turned into David Roddy, even though it did. But that goes to the Grizzlies. They got Kennedy Chandler at 38, and then Vince Williams Jr. With the 47th overall pick. So now we got all the stars back in for both teams. So here we go. We got Winston now taking up for the Sixers. Now nice alley-oop lob to Paul Reed for 2. Okay. So now we got Chandler now working up with Now we got a foul on the floor. Oh, that was just a late whistle. All right, so we got Chandler gets into number 37 right there. And wide open layup goes for 2. Now it's back to a 10-point lead. Goes to the Grizzlies. Now we got Springer. Pulls up for 3 of his own. That can't fall. And poor rebounding by the Sixers. And we got a foul on the floor. And that's going to go on Jaden Springer.
See this collision, but you can put one collision. You got that last time out. See, over the first round, yeah, you got it right there too. Spring a little bit of practice, a little bit, but Roddy just that body well.
So looks like Roddy. Nice wide open to Chandler, and that's a goaltending. So 50-38 still leads the Memphis Grizzlies. Most of the Sixers, Reed are not even that best rookies other than Charles Bassey and Paul Reed. That's pretty much about it. So everybody else is pretty much scrubs at this point. We got Winston kicked out to number 36. And that's still Sixers basketball. And that was Mohammed. All right.
Especially after he just took his defender one-on-one. So you have to be aware of that and take your eyes off of your guy trying to help.
All right. Got to match up the game clock here. There we go. So it looks like who we got inbound. So we got Isaiah. Oh, nice. What was that? Paul Reed with a step away two. Guy can't fall. It's another wasted opportunity for the Sixers to get some more points on the board. And Roddy kicks it out. And we got Tillman. We got Williams Jr. for three. That can't fall, but rebound goes to LaRavia. And Dakota Mathias for two. God damn it. Again, like I said, Sixers with poor defense and another wasted possession. And Mathias for three once again. Down that goes. Unbelievable. So now we got Springer. Kicks out to Reed. Now kicks it to Winston. He pulls up for two. That's good for two, but what good does that do to end, just to end the 9-0 run? So now it looks like we got Dakota Mathias. And we got a kick ball, and that's going against Philly. Oh, damn. Oh, boy. You showed the 15, though, seeing so the Sixers, Summerlin team getting their ass whooped by the Memphis Grizzlies, which is not an odd surprise because the only two good rookies we have is, or decent, like, young players. And that's no good. And Paul Reed with the rebound. All right, now we got the Sixers now trying to get it up. We got Springer guarded by Tillman. Springer goes around the baseline, kicks to the Reed. Reed drives. Kicks up to Isaiah Joe for three. That can't fall. Oh, nice rebound by Mohammed, and that's going to go for two. Okay. All right, cheers, Steve. Appreciate you tuning in. Seeing. So Shabassi going to go to the line for the 3-point play. Teddy Allen, I don't think so. All right, so 3-point play is good. Bye. Not sure. I don't even have the roster. And of course, we got a foul against Philly. No surprise there. Like I said, Philadelphia has a bunch of scrubs in the goddamn G League. So Isaiah Joe gets called for the foul there. Jesus. Well, thank God we got beat. So Joe, now we got Roddy locked on by Isaiah Joe. Tries to pick his pocket. And Tillman kicks out to Chandler. That three completely misses, and that's a shot clock violation on Memphis. All right. So we got Springer. Now goes around, drives to the basket, and draws a contact on the way up. Two more free throws for the Sixers. All right. And the first free throw from Springer. Down that goes. Now it's an 11-point lead. Goes to the Grizzlies. Right here, Springer, right before that restricted area, rises up. Oh, make it
My knees hurt, Bowler. One more for Springer.
All right, there we go. Now we got numbers. Looks like so the Tillman. Now hands off to listen Chandler. Chandler guarded by Joe. Tight defense. Gets to Tillman underneath the basket and puts that in for two. Unreal. So Tillman puts it up for two. And Springer wide open three. That can't fall. And of course, poor rebounding by the Sixers. And we got a foul on the floor. So Warriors going to line to shoot two for the Memphis Grizzlies. So, of course, it had to be on Bassey. But the first is good. Under 4 minutes to go, and Memphis is about to at least put 60 up in this quarter, or in this half alone. So now we got Charlie Brown Jr. now checking in back in for the Sixers. And both free throws are good. So 59-45 still leads the Memphis Grizzlies in the Summer League. Now we got Winston. Gives it to Isaiah Joe. Kicks it back to Winston. Thought about a three. Kicks out to Charlie Brown Jr. And that's another turnover by Philadelphia. And Sixers take it away. Thank you to Paul Reed on that. Okay, Winston drives to the basket and gets blocked on the way up. And that can't fall. And another rebound by Roddy. So Sixers not playing so great on both sides of the floor. Let's put it that way. William, that's good for three. You got to be kidding me. You had to leave that dude wide open. Then again, that's typical Sixers basketball. So now we got a timeout. Damn. All right. Well, yeah, we're under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. I see Sixers playing like absolute dog shit in my first Summer League game. Or usually about calling this. Let's just put it that way. Just poor perimeter defense and just poor interior defense as well. And just poor just all together. What the hell? Hang on a second. I'm dealing with technical issues. The worst possible time now. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Hopefully that works. Damn. What the hell? 1 second, guys. What the hell is going? Here we go. Do we have? Of course. I think my Wi-Fi might be out. Fuck. God damn it. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, ain't that the truth? You know, at least the Summer League like I said, for me, the summer league doesn't really mean jack shit until the regular season starts. So the only good players that we have that actually it can be ready, and that's Bassie, Charlie Brown Jr., and who am I forgetting? I have no freaking idea. And Paul Reed. Those are the only guys that I think that are pretty much NBA ready at this point. Everybody else is complete scrubs on the Sixers at that. All right. So apparently there's a 3-ball. Damn. Let's Chandler. That's almost a turnover by Saldama. Now I got Tillman, Laravia for 3. That can't fall. And we got a block push in the back on Philadelphia. Again. So when are we going to start playing smart basketball in the summer league? Just poor, like I said, poor offense. Paul Reed is a 3 to 4 guard. Sometimes he can play the 5. All right. Ryler, some good defense, knocks it away. Tillman, and gets blocked by Charles Bassie, and nice rebound by Reed, and we got Brown kicks it to Ryler, kicks it back down to Joe. Step aside 3, that can't fall, and Charlie Brown Jr. Luckily, that still stays Sixers basketball. All right, so I got Joe. Pulls up for 2. Down that goes. So 62-50 still in favor of the Memphis Grizzlies. Huge shout out to the 5 people that's here, though. I greatly appreciate it. We got a bit under 2 minutes to go here. And we got a foul on the floor. Jesus Christ. Like I said, this is why I think the Summer League is kind of dumb. But then again, in my husband, I think the Summer League is a little bit dumb, but I know the rookies got to get some playing time, so makes sense. But man, at least the regular season league can be much more fun. Let's put it that way. So we got 2 free throws coming for Memphis. Granted, that first free throw miss. All right. And misses both, and rebound goes to Isaiah Joe. And Ryler for 2. You can play the air balls in, and that's off of Memphis. So that still sticks with Philadelphia basketball. I don't think at least the regular season should be coming very soon. We got a minute 26 to go here in the second before we go to halftime. Yeah. We'll say. And we got a timeout. God damn. Then again, jeez, a lot of fucking timeouts. Mostly on the fucking Sixers. Of course, can't handle the basketball. Can't do anything right. Let's put it that way. The fact they only managed 50 points again. We all know that Memphis has a good farm system, better than we do. Like, it just makes sense, but still, like, you gotta be more smart with it, no matter what level you're at. And no matter if it's from high school, college, the NBA, no matter what it is, but you cannot be playing sloppy. That's all I gotta say. All right. But huge shout out to the 10 still sticking with me, though. Greatly appreciate it. Just seeing. So you got Darren Williams now at the game along with John Morant. So 12 NBA season for Williams, but half of them with Utah. Yeah, Ryler and gets the basketball back. And that's all Charlie Brown Jr. Like I said, poor possession of the basketball for the Sixers. We got riding out kind of inbounds for Memphis here. The Sixers down 12 not even before halftime. And we got Aldama drives, kicks it out to Laravia. Drives, step 2, completely misses. And that's rebounded by Paul Reed. Now hands up to Isaiah Joe here with about under a minute to go. Here in the first half, we got Isaiah Joe. Kicks it up to Paul Reed. Isaiah Joe thought about a 3. Kicks it out. Ryler for 3. That can't fall. And looks like Bassey with the tip in. So now we got Saldama with the ball in his hands. And that shot can't fall. And we got Brown Jr. for 3 and completely misses. All right. Not so 24 seconds. Damn. All right. Well, 18 seconds here in the first half. The Sixers down 10 to the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, nice pick. Muhammad, nice spin around 2. Oh, damn. So that is halftime. So now it's an 8-point deficit for the Sixers. And just not a good look for players like Charlie Brown Jr. Definitely got to stay down at the G League. I know that for a fact. Bassey and Reed can stay up. But I feel like Brown Jr. is mostly going to be with the team and at the NBA level. But still, like I said, poor handling of the basketball for the Sixers, poor interior defense, and definitely poor perimeter defense. So, I mean, the fact they only put up 54 as a team is not surprising, but it is what it is. At least the regular season means a lot more than the summer league, in my honest opinion. But other than that, we'll be back at these commercial breaks. Okie dokie. So now we're getting ready to start the third quarter, hopefully. So Jake LaRavia so far in the first half, 10 points, 3 or 4 from 3, 52% as a team, 10 of 7 from 10 of 17 from 3. Paul Reed 13 points, 7 boards, 2 steals. Isaiah Joe with 10 points, 2 of 7 from 3, and a block. Eesh, not the best numbers. Hey, what's good, Sam? What is good? What is good? Hopefully the Sixers can actually play much more clean basketball here in the second half than anything else. I'll just put it that way.
He's a guy, when you need a big catch and shoot three, the ball's moving around, he sets himself, does a nice job of finishing up. Really gave the Grizzlies a boost and kind of put them up in this game. But just plays like that. A guy who's not trying to go outside of himself, outside of this game. He is who he is. He's a great shooter. We saw that in the first half. Yeah, picked up 19th overall with that trade. With Minnesota, LaRavia living up to his three-point shooting in college. 38%. He's knocked down 3.
All right, so we're getting ready to start third quarter here, which I'm surprised that even myself included, I didn't know the summer leagues were 10 minutes a quarter. Because usually when you think of like NBA basketball, is usually 12 most times than not. But here we go. Here we go. All right, so 3's been good for Philly. So now it's down to 5. So we got a double team. LaRavia thought about a 3. Gets a. Ooh, looks like Bash almost came over the steal. Tillman. And gets bumped in the back, going to the line to shoot 2. Not what you want to do, especially here in the second half. Let's put it that way. So Winston gets with the foul. The first free throw is good. Now it's a 6-point lead. All right. And both free throws are good. Now 2-7 lead. All right, so we got, looks like Winston. Now gets a screen by Reed. Winston kicks it out. Springer puts it up for 2. Nope. And that's batted away. Now here come the Grizzlies. That Tillman, LaRavia pump fakes. Kicks out to Williams in the corner. Williams gets to LaRavia. Kicks it out to, what's that? Don. And there's a foul. Of course. Of course, cannot be smart with it, can you? All right. Appreciate everybody that was tuning in, though. All right. Look at Chandler. And that is a kickball. Still Memphis basketball. Sheesh. Does anybody know how to play defense anymore? And here we go. We got Chandler who kicks it to Williams. And a steal. Looks like a steal by his age. And we got driving up the floor. Kicks up to Springer. Pump fake. Steps inside. Drives. And going to the line to complete the 3-point play. No, I do. I mean, I guess like I said, I still have my doubts on Jaden Springer. But Isaiah Joe with a nice steal. And makes the free throw. So now standing to a 4-point lead here for the Sixers. Or, I'm sorry, deficit for the Sixers. Now we got Chandler now taking it up for the Memphis Grizzlies here. Yeah, we got, looks like Williams gets around the screen by Tillman. Kicks it. We got a pump fake. And Tillman gets Joel. Aldana drives, and that's good for 2. And Sixers turn it over. Unbelievable. That's some. Oh, boy. Looks like we got Chandler. Now kicks it to Tillman. Now kicks it back to Williams for 3. That's too strong. The rebound goes to Paul Reed. Now we got Isaiah Joe now taking up for the Sixers here. And Joe turns it over. Very sloppy. Once again. 3 from Memphis. Down that goes. So Williams with the 3. And again, Sixers turn it over. Like I said, this team is so fucking sloppy. And Sixers come up with a steal. Honestly, I feel like it's an overpay because for a guy who has not played. 1 second. That 3 can't fall. And all right. But yeah, so I think he should have got less money because of the fact that he missed an entire season because of a foot injury. But I think he deserves the 4 years. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They overpaid him for a guy. Yeah, that's absolutely true, Steven. I do agree with you. I do agree with that. All right, I got to fix the game clock once again. Goddamn. 16. Boom. There we go. So apparently we got a technical foul free throw coming? And first free throw is good. I definitely would agree with that because they waited way too soon because, I mean, there's some other guys that I know that can actually deserve it badly, like a Devin Booker, like a Jokic, who am I missing? Like a John Morant. Those kind of players deserve the max extension that they get. And a nice save by Isaiah Joe in the backwards. Springer drives and is going to the line to shoot 2 for the Sixers. John's really let's be real. When it comes to the non-Sixers players, John Morant is really fun to watch. Tell me with the just straight up, but Springer misses the first free throw. Yikes! Oh boy. And that free throw is good. So 1 and 2 for. So we got looks like Kennedy Chandler not taking it up. No. And obviously you're reaching on Philadelphia once again. I'm doing pretty well though. Absolutely. But then again, who knows? But other than that, I mean, I got other good stuff planned up. Obviously got my late night show later on tonight. And nice turnover by Philadelphia. Springer drives. Oh, okay. Now I'm really having my second doubts on Springer with that nice. And that somehow that got false. Now it's down to a 7, back to 7 to the Memphis Grizzlies here. Appreciated this, Steven. Really appreciate it. So Reed for 3. That was way too short. And poor defense there. And we get a timeout on the floor. All right. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. If you guys are new, smash that like. Oh, god damn it. What are you? Let's say 620. Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Fine. All right. We are ready. All right. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. So, appreciating some new faces tuning in, though. Really do. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was some good. That was some good times. God, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I can tell you that much. And don't get me wrong, though. Look, as much as I wanted my Sixers to win the NBA Finals, but there was no way we're going to get past Kobe and Shaq. There's no way in hell. But look, in the end, I really can't be too upset about it. At least I get to see Philly native Kobe Bryant defeat the Sixers. Yeah, absolutely. But now we're going to see Chet Holmgren in his first summer league game. So, Steve, my question is, what other sports do you like? Like, what other teams do you like other than the Lake? From what I'm understanding, it's the Lakers. I'm curious because I appreciate some new faces coming around, though. I really do greatly appreciate that. All right, so we're back on the now we're going to see the Jazz now watching this summer league game. All right, so here come the Sixers now taking it up. And we got Springer. Pulls up for two from the free throw line, and that's going, and he's going to the line to shoot the 3-point play. So Chandler gets called for the foul on Springer. And that's good. So we got Chandler now taking it up for the Grizzlies here. Now we got Tillman. Now we got LaRavia. Now we get Chandler once again. Oh, sorry, that's Williams. Tillman. That's a tough two. Good hockey fan. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so I might consider doing some Flyers content. God help me if the Flyers don't frustrate me. So Reed kicks out to Isaiah Joe. Deep three. That's too strong. But rebound goes to Saldana. Or I say Aldana, I should say. Apologies. Now we got LaRavia for three, but that can't fall. But rebound goes to Bassey. Now we got Winston and the Sixers. Oh, nice alley-up loop. We'll try to get an alley-up lob to Charles Bassey in the paint. And that is off the hands of. Yeah, I might. Are you? Yeah, shit, Milwaukee. Kind of, even though we're supposed to. The Milwaukee Admirals. Interesting, because for me, I've been all Philly sports for most of my entire life, except for even the Phillies, even during the other times. I grew up watching the other players too from other teams over the years, like the Yankees with Jeter, Posada, Bernie Williams, all the players like that. And we got what's that? LaRavia kicks up to Tillman, kicks up to Williams for three. Down it goes. So 78-67, still in favor of the Memphis Grizzlies. Nashville Predators. Okay, that's interesting. Because I've heard that Ryan McDonough got traded to the Nashville Predators. Okay, interesting. For me, it's the Flyers, but man, my Flyers know how to frustrate the crap out of me. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing Flyers content or some play-by-play commentary. So we got Joe. Now, nice pass to Reed for two. Okay. Yeah, appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though. Definitely great. Appreciate it. And we got 40. So Williams kicks out to Laravia. Wide open three. Down it goes. You got to be kidding me. Like I said, poor sloppy perimeter defense, but shit. Right. Interesting. Okay, that didn't get the fall. And, jeez, we got Foster with the steal again. So, nice layup for two, or slam for two, I should say, by Michael Foster. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Because for me, for my Flyers, we get the Lehigh Phantoms. That's our minor league team for the Flyers. Oh, Jesus. And Jesus Christ. I mean, the Flyers, last season, oh, God, it was, I couldn't bear to watch. Just they were just kind of getting their asses whooped day in and day out in just certain games. Man, because Vigneault did not do anything to help. Claude Giroux, I mean, as much as I love the guy, been one of our longest tenured players, had to trade into Florida for a couple of draft picks, but our backup goalie, what the hell is his name? Unfortunately, he's stuck in Russia because obviously military service, which is some bullshit, but still. Carter Hart, I'm really liking. I still like Provorov. Riemsdyk, I'm still a fan of Riemsdyk. And some of the other older players that are still there. I mean, we had to change Gossespierre to get out of here. It just hasn't been because we haven't really tasted Stanley Cup success since 1975, but the closest we came is back in 2010. But unfortunately, we ran into the team into the Patrick Kane-led Chicago Blackhawks and blew a 3-1 lead against them. Because if we didn't do that, that would have been our first Stanley Cup in in almost half a century. Oh God, that's fucking nuts. Just literally think about it now. It will almost be 50 years since the last time the Flyers. Hey man, we got torts. We got torts leading my Flyers because Vigneault didn't really do anything. Other successful coach that I remember that actually has done pretty well for us, and that was Peter Laviolette. And that's just it was tough because, jeez, man, we went through so many different players over the years. I mean, shit. Maybe my grandfather knows most of them he's seen a lot of them because he grew up in the era of the Broad Street Bullies in the 70s, which is crazy to really think about. But yeah, I'm definitely considering getting some Flyers play-by-play content up on the channel. But I've been doing a lot of other baseball content as well. I get the Between the Lines on Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern time. And then I got a couple other streams, live play-by-play streams like the Rockies and Padres and all that stuff. Oh, so we got Roddy. Now, gets the ball back here. Got 3. That's no good, but rebound goes to Charlie Brown Jr. And here come the Sixers. Hopefully try to answer back to Springer. Notice nice wide open look to Reed in the post. And, of course, Foster turns it over. And we got to... That is true. That's what killed us. That was the biggest knock that I had on him because he knows how to... he doesn't really want to... He... on the fly schematics, he does not do well. And that has cost us a tremendous amount of games. I remember that like it's no tomorrow. But being a Flyers fan, too... And we have a huge rivalry with the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's a fun rivalry to experience. Because we kind of shit on Sidney Crosby and the rest of that team. And that 3 is good from Memphis. All right, so now we got, looks like Isaiah Joe. Now locked on by Dakota Mathias. Now gets the, what the hell's, that's Charlie Brown Jr. Got Reed, gets it back to Brown. Brown drives. Pulls out for 2, gets the friendly roll for 2. Oh, really? Okay. 84-75, so okay. Let's jump to the 10, though. Good. And we got an offensive foul against Memphis. All right. So we got Joe kicks to Charlie Brown. Oh, wide open Springer. Can't get that layup to go. And what's that? That Matthias. Oh, nice takeaway. And we got a two. Just nice fast breakaway. Ah, okay, that makes sense. With the Chicago, the Chicago Blackhawks. Okay. Oh, another steal by the Sixers. This time for Paul Reed, and slams it for two. Okay. But huge shout out to everybody, though. If you guys are new, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1K here. Yes, I got a lot of good stuff coming up. I got my late night show later tonight. Might start a little bit early, if that's the case. Looks like oh, that's a tough two from Memphis. Okay. By Lofton Jr. Okay. Now we got Brown. And kicks into Springer. Springer draws a double team. Under the basket it goes. If it gets his own miss. But Brown gets his own miss and drives. Foul on the baseline. Okay. So we got Reed going. Oh, damn. Yeah, I hope. I mean, I hope so too for my sake. Are you talking about the Pelicans or the are you talking about the Colorado Avalanche? I'm interested because all right, so now it's a 6-point lead. We got Lofton now kicks up to Matthias. These are the 11 people though. And we got Matthias kicks it to Roddy on the perimeter, and that's drawn. And a foul on Isaiah Joe. Well, then again, Adrian, you got to think too. This is all the rookies that are playing. It's not the entire stars like Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, which I think. Okay, that makes sense. But then again, like I said, the summer league for me doesn't really mean much, other than to see what teams have when it comes to what their future is, especially with the rookies. Basically, who stays who has to be in the G League or in the or at the NBA. So both free throws are good. So now it's down to an 8-point lead. All right. Brown Jr. wide open three. Okay. Now it's down to a 5-point lead. $11 points for Charlie Brown Jr. And we got that three can't go. And that's going to do it for the third quarter there. All right. And then now we're down 5 going into the fourth. Oh, boy. Absolutely. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, though, for my first ever Summer League coverage. Well, like I said, since, the Sixers don't really open up, I don't know, hopefully the regular season schedule can be put out because I can start planning out what games I want to do. I love with some Eagles games, too. Yeah, that was in 1933. Absolutely. That's the crazy part, though. As much as we hate the Pittsburgh Steelers, that was the only time we had to merge with them because That was the city. Yeah, I completely don't know what the city was. We knew we became the Steelers in 1933. No. Wait a minute. That was no. We were both these teams were founded in 33. That it had to be somewhere in the 40. It was during. That's a good question. The Steelers. So that was during. Oh yeah, that was during 1943. That was during before the war. That was during the World War II. Man, 5-4-1. That team. Yeah, it was. Let's see. Man, Alexis Thompson, Art Rooney, and Burt Bell. But they did play at Shibe Park, which was in Philadelphia back in the day. Yeah, that's the crazy part, though. And a lot of Phillies, Eagles fans don't know that. As much as we do kind of tend to shit on the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is our cross-state rivals at the same time, or crosstown rivals, I should say. That's just really looking at it. Just look at the logo. It's just like, damn, that's an ugly. Yeah, it was in 1943 is during the war because they lost way too many players because of the war. But yeah, that's an interesting piece of Philly history, though. That's the crazy part, though. Interesting. That's an interesting Philly fact about that. All right, so we got Chandler already coming up. Now kicks out to Matthias. Oh, jeez. Okay, that three is apparently good. Shit. Yeah, that's really hard to believe. Some of these teams back in the early days of the NFL. Like the Packers, I know because, I mean, they're the only. So we got number 5. Pulls up for 2. Off the glass, can't fall, but rebound goes to Memphis. And Memphis turns it over here. Yeah, Kenosha Maroons racing lead. That's great. That's absolutely crazy. And not to mention, too, you ever think about, too, if you're any baseball fans, women today actually played actual baseball. Now I gotta wait. There we go. Just got to. He shot to the 9, though. Still stick with me here. But the Sixers are down 8 to the Memphis Grizzlies. And here we go. So we got Ryler. Kicks out to Charlie Brown Jr. Drives to the basket. And that's going to the line to shoot 2 for Charlie Brown Jr.
He's not that muscular, but he loves to initiate that contact. You see a couple of guys coming in to help and they're not set. You got to keep going and challenge them. Get as close to them. We always talk about the closer you get to a shot blocker.
And the first free throw is good. There we go. There we go. And both free throws are good by Charlie Brown Jr. And we're on the way. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the fourth with the Sixers down 91 to 85. Ooh. And Ryder almost picked the pocket of Dakota Matthias. Got Lawton with very little time on the shot clock, pulls up for 3. And that can't go. But here come the Sixers on the rebound. They got Grant Riller. Riller switched 2 defenders. Up the basket he goes, and good for 2. Now it's to a down a 4-point lead. Yeah, that is crazy. That is really crazy to really think about. Oh, and Matthias with a tough shot, but that can't go. Oh, nice pass to Charlie Brown Jr. for 2. Now it's down to a 2-point lead for the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, look, you still got the Milwaukee Brewers used to play in County Stadium back in the day. Another turnover by Minnesota, or Memphis, I say. So Riller with the basketball in his hands with under 8 minutes to go here. Sixers down 2. Riller for three. That can't fall. And try to take the lead for the first time in the game. And, of course, poor perimeter interior defense. Can't stop Chandler. Now it's back to a 4-point lead once again. So I got Riller who gives it to Charlotte. And that two can't fall. But, of course, there's the thing called no box out. And now it's back to 6 for the Memphis Grizzlies. After the Sixers try to cut it down to 2 and just cannot get the shots to fall. So we got Riller. Kicks it out to that shot can't fall. But offensive rebound goes to Philadelphia. Yeah, Foster. Ooh! In between the legs. And still Sixers ball with 5. That's a deep 3. That can't fall. Yep, absolutely. And that shot can't fall, but Charlie Brown Jr. comes up with the defensive rebound. About under 6.5 to go here in the fourth. The Sixers down 6 to the Memphis Grizzlies. And, of course, Sixers turn it over. And that shot can't fall, but here come the Sixers on the one-on-one fast break by Riller. And gets the shot to fall. And now it's back down to a 4-point lead for the Sixers here. And we got Chandler who hands up to Lofton Jr. Dakota Mathias. And that's a nice defense by the Sixers here. Right there in the paint. So we got, 25. Now Foster pulls up for 2. That can't fall. Whew. That's under a little bit over 5.5 to go here in the fourth with the Sixers down 4 here in the fourth quarter. And that's still Memphis basketball. And, of course, we're going to a timeout break as usual. Absolutely. That's crazy, though, to really think about that. Absolutely. But, yeah. This is where I find it really crazy. Even though I was born in 97, around when the WNBA was founded. Right now, temporarily, like I said, being in the Philadelphia area. Also, fun fact, went to Atlanta. Yep, absolutely. Yep, I remember. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Plus too, and I'm also not just the Sixers. I usually cover, but as of recently, I've been doing a lot more. I've been covering the Aces so far this year when it comes to the WNBA coverage. I've been doing that a lot. Keeping up with the WNBA a lot because obviously with at the summer, as much as I want to do baseball a lot. I mean, baseball at times can kind of take a lot of stuff out of me, especially as a Philly sports fan. That my Phillies don't do well. Well, that's just how sometimes I do things. But yeah, other than that, I mean, if you're a Rockies or Padres fan, I got you covered on the 13th, the 12th, which is a Tuesday. If you're a White Sox fan or a Guardians fan, I got you covered on that game as well. And then I got the Houston Astros and Angels on the 14th. Then the following week, I got 2 WNBA games. The Indiana Fever taking on the Aces, and then the Sparks and the Aces on the 23rd. That's what I got so far. Plus, I got my late night show as well later today. And then Pittsburgh's already up 4-0 over the Yankees. That's crazy.
Salt Lake City. Summer League action continues at the top of the hour. Number 2 pick, Chet Holmgren, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The battle of the hometown Utah Jazz. That's next here on ESPN.
All right.
Tomorrow as well. 7 o'clock Eastern. Those games on ESPN2.
Interesting. But yeah, huge shout out to 10 people still here with me. Greatly appreciate it. All right. So yeah, Arabia, and that can't get the ball, but now here comes Springer and the Sixers. Now Grant Riller down with the Sixers down 4 here. Weiler good for 2. Now it's back to a 2-point game. Oh yeah, the Powder Blues. Yeah, the Powder Blues are good too. The maroon ones do not look good. The maroon ones, the maroon pinstripes, not the best looking ones. Yeah, that was the 80s. Oh, that's good for 2 from Tillman. Because we had the powder blues, we had the maroon pinstripes, and the actual maroon color jerseys. So we had many different jerseys over the years. Because we're one of the other oldest franchises since 1883. Actually, you couldn't get the 3 to fall. No, you're good. So now it's down to a 4-point lead here. So Tillman now kicks it out to Chandler. Oh, sorry, that's Williams. Williams with 7 seconds on the shot clock. And that's good for 2. Back to 6 goes the Memphis Grizzlies. And Ryler with and Ryler kicks out to Paul Reed and he can't even get that to go. And nice defensive poke. So still Memphis Grizzlies basketball. Okie. Apparently, so Mike Greer is now named the Sharks GM for the Casey Smith goes with the Penguins. Okay. All right. Tillman for 3. That can't fall, but rebound goes to Paul Reed and the Sixers. You got Riller. Now back behind the back pass. Thought about a 3 for Reed. And Rodriguez couldn't get that layup to fall, so Sixers caught a break there. And now it's Memphis basketball. We did. And then also, I think too, and not to mention too, we also were noticed the Syracuse Nationals back then as well. And then, yeah, that was during the World Chamberlain era because that was during the 50s. That was during the 50s and the 60s when Chamberlain was still the dominant player at the time. And not to mention this too, like as a part of Sixers history, we made the dumb decision to trade him to the Lakers in the early 70s. Wins the Lakers the first title in 1972. And and that's pretty much been, and obviously that was the last year Chamberlain was in the league. Shit. But huge shout out to the 11 though, greatly appreciated. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody tuning in though. All right, huge shout out to the 11, 14 people, 11 from Facebook, 1 appreciate it though, really appreciate it. All right. Yeah, but yes, we're getting. All right. Right. Absolutely. But for those who are watching on Facebook, here's my channel link I posted in the chat, or basically the Facebook comment section, I should say. If you guys want to come check me out, you guys are more than welcome to, because we cover almost everything over here. The Philly, no Philly sports are not playing any certain days. I will cover the WNBA, like the Las Vegas Aces. Yeah, that was an interesting one. When I read about that. So Sixers last year were 51-31. Lost, of course, second round exit to Miami. Embiid again, second to the MVP voting. First and scored in points with 30.2. All right, so now the Sixers going to be still down 6 here with under 3 to go. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. So it looks like the Kenny Chandler now hit case of the Zaire Williams. Williams drives and tries to put it up, and that can't even fall, but Charlie Brown Jr. with the rebound. And we got Winston. Now kicks up to Isaiah Joe for 3. That can't fall, but nice offensive rebound. And got Reed spins and gets his own miss. And nice two from Paul Reed. Another guy that I'm very high on. Like I said, you're gonna have to translate that in English. I apologize for that. Now so it's a 4-point lead. Paul Reed's already got 20 points for the Sixers. Oh, nice defensive save by Winston, and we got the Sixers. And going to the line to shoot 2. So Jade Springer going to. What is it? He got. Oh, so you're in Miami. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about. Oh, that's right. Marquette is no. I forgot. Yeah. Not to mention, our organization made the wrong decision of letting him walk in to Miami. So we made that horrible decision of just choosing Simmons and Brett Brown over Jimmy Butler. Despite the fact we did offer Jimmy Butler a max contract, but he still turned that down because of Simmons. And as a Sixers fan, we had to deal with that shit for the last 2 to 3 years at the least. Oof, that was not fun. Let's put it that way. So I got Chandler, that's Williams, and that's good for 2. So Tillman, all right, 2. Now we got actually a 5-point lead with under a minute and a half to go. Oh damn! Hey, I gotta wait for the to catch up on the clock. So Joe for 3, and down that goes. Now under a minute and a half, it's a 2-point game here in the fourth. Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I do agree with that. And we got a foul on the floor. But we are definitely, as a Sixers fan, we're also bringing back our AI jerseys from 2003, I think it is. We're bringing those out of retirement. So it looks like we got Aldana drives. That's blocked. And a nice steal by Jaden Springer. We got a 2-on-2 fast break. Springer drives, kicks it out to Charlie Brown for 3. That can't fall. Oh, Jaden Springer. Tough 2. But can't that get that to fall? Oh, nice set. And that's still Memphis basketball. God damn it. So Charlie Brown knocks it out of bounds, so that goes back to. Yeah, let's put it, keep it that way. Okay. Yeah, see, I was around when during AI's rookie year. Well, I still remember for 3, that can't fall. And we. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're definitely gonna bring that back up. That's interesting. A cartoon deer on the front. That's an interesting thing to look at. Interesting.
Memphis possession 27.
We got 27.3. Now it's a 2-point game. Nice takeaway for the Sixers. So we got 15 seconds here. And we got it. So we got. All right, so now I got to fix the damn score. Fix the game clock. So we got a timeout here with 15 seconds to go here in the game. Now it's down to just one possession here. Just a 2-point game here in the fourth. So despite being down playing super sloppy basketball, but damn. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Absolutely. Greatly appreciate that. You shout out to the total 15 total viewers here, 12 from my Facebook page, 1 from my Twitch, and 2 from YouTube. Greatly appreciate that. But for those who are watching on Facebook, I did post my channel link in the comment sections. If you guys want to check me out, you're more than welcome to do so. We're on the road to 1K here. We're already halfway towards being monetized. I mean, the watch hours, we're getting close to knocking out the watch hours threshold. Absolutely, we're getting ready to knock that, bang that out as much as we can. All right. Oh, great.
Just to tie this game up, it's worth noting that there are some unique overtime rules for Summer League. The initial overtime period lasts 2 minutes.
So 2-minute overtime. Okay, that's an interesting overtime rules for a summer league. So second overtime is sudden death. First score wins. Okay. Now we got Springer. And of course, Springer loses it. And that has cost the Sixers. Ah, damn. Oh, what is with the audio going in and out? Jesus. It's fucking Springer, you idiot. And the first free throw is good. So pretty much they already put this game out of reach. There's no way. Honestly, that is at that point, that is game. So the Sixers fall to the Grizzlies 103-99 on just very sloppy offensive play by this just very sloppy. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, that will do it. Like I said, the Sixers fall to basically 0-1 in their first summer league game against the Memphis Grizzlies, 103-99. Oh God, I forget. What year was that? Because I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Right. Oh, that's interesting. God, I fucking read. Trust me, that brings me Barney as a kid, back in the day as a kid. But like I said, Sixers, like I said, fall to the Memphis Grizzlies Summer League team, 103-99. Other than that, I got nothing else to add other than the fact that Sixers got to clean it up because some of these players may not make the cut to the and they're probably going to stay with the G League at this point. But other than that, I appreciate everybody that was tuning in. That will do it for my coverage of the NBA Summer League for the Sixers and Memphis Grizzlies. But I will be back later tonight for my, annual late night show, which we'll just talk about the most random shit possible, and just talk about a few things here and there, all that good stuff, and kind of just do all that fun stuff. And then obviously later down in the month, Thursday, I got a couple streams set up for you guys. The Sixers Talk podcast. We'll talk all things Sixers at 3:00 Eastern time. Also, if you guys like professional wrestling, check out the It's Running Me podcast and on the Spotlight Sports Network as well at 9:00 Eastern time. But other than that, I mean, if you like I said, we'll also do. Yeah, I remember that. That was an interesting one. Yeah, see, I wouldn't remember the Barney one because remember I was born in '97, so I was not even thought of. But I do like the Winter Classic jerseys from 2010. I mean, there was some good years. So that was a good Flyers team back then. But until then, I hope to see you guys on a different stream. But appreciate everybody that's tuned. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash the like button and hit that subscribe button, you guys are new. That being said, I'll see you guys later tonight.